that couldn't see you said there's no such thing as fat chicks. Guess what? If you think there aren't, you are one, okay?
We all thought we were the smartest people during college, and I'm guessing so did all these SJWs. So today we're going back to school and taking a look at the funniest college SJW moments. So let's jump right in. Starting with a bang, this SJW got arrested for stealing a MAGA hat.
Okay, back up. Yeah, I'm fine. Back up. No, don't tell me what to do. I'll stand right here. I'm really sorry. You get it happen? Huh? Oh yeah, I got it. It's fine. She went ahead and kicked it.
So, what happened? Why
she hit the police and picked and his dash came off. Stay back here. Stay back. Hey, I don't know. I'm fine. They just snatched my hat. I'm fine. Hey, step back. Sorry. I tried to stop her because she tried running and I didn't interfere. Just stop her.
I didn't interfere.
It wasn't the person who's arrested right now.
As long as you're okay.
I'm
Be careful, SJWs now come in packs.
Get out of here. Pack that shit up. Pack that shit. It's time to go. It's time to go. Pack that shit up. It's not high. You can also be high. It's time to go. Pack that shit up. Bro, the thing is they got nothing to say now, which is so funny. No, because when I was here, you had a lot to say. You said racism did not exist, segregation did not exist, everybody had a voice. Say that shit, you're
This guy got mad because of a sign.
Now! Back off right now!
You!
Take a hike!
You call yourself Christian!
Mark.
They're not important.
I don't like you!
Well, there's your
You don't touch them!
Mark, don't worry about it.
You!
Mark, please, I said stop. This man assaulted me.
It's clear these SJWs wanted attention. They could have gotten what they wanted.
One of the most progressive cities in the United States of America.
We want an opportunity to address. We want an opportunity on the mic.
Well, ask him.
Get him in check or we're shutting this event down now. If you do not listen to her, your event will be shut down right now. Right now. Your decision. Make a decision now.
We are going to let you on the mic.
Do not silence her.
Okay. All right, so we are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable.
We are trying. We're gonna let you on.
Now SJWs have escalated to a point where causing fire hazards are acceptable.
Gotta walk through. See, he has my medication.
I'm holding the line right now, okay?
I'm holding the line right now. Stop, okay? Just don't move, okay? Put your hands down and chill out.
It's a fire hazard. It's blocking the whole thing.
This woman protests equal rights by throwing a trash can?
Oh my God, I believe in equal rights. Oh my God, I believe that.
I don't believe in it.
Homophobia shouldn't be allowed. Oh my God, I believe that white men shouldn't dictate woman's place in the world. You douchebags, you misogynistic pieces of shit.
Trigger.
Stopping a panel is a fantastic way of protesting peacefully, is what they thought.
Nothing happened. I mean, hello, darling. Sir, please, do you need some help? Sir, please. Need some help? Sir, please.
We'd like to ask you to please.
Sir, please. Sir. Sir.
We good.
Yet another group of people who think shutting down a panel will make them look good.
Get out! Yo, you're a baby!
Citing a law that hasn't been enforced for over 100 years shouldn't be your best move.
Demands that schools be segregated by race. If it weren't for the federal government, there would only be white people in this room.
I will admit to you, okay, so a couple of fundamental assumptions, okay? I'm going to admit I have not read the Constitution of the state of Alabama, so I don't know the provision that you are talking about. I will assume that it says what you say it says for the purposes of this conversation. If in fact there's a provision in the state law of Alabama that says that segregation is mandated by law, of course that's racist, that's Jim Crow, and that would be institutional racism. The point that I'm making is that there are a lot of black people in this room today because the institutional racism that you are decrying was in fact wiped out at the legal level by the federal government in the 1960s. So if you're citing a law from 1873 or 1865, whenever the Constitution embedded segregation, if you're citing that law to prove institutional racism and that law has not been applied for 50 years, you're going to need to do better.
Apparently, this SJW doesn't think mistakes can be corrected.
Rationality and a good discussion, a lot of reasonable stuff. But it was curious, when you were talking, I didn't hear any science. I didn't hear any rational discussion. And if you want to have rational discussion, say about, I don't know, climate change or transgenderism, I actually have studies here. I mean, that would take too much time, but I don't know how much you'd be interested in that.
Give an example of a lie that I said.
The 6,000 kids you said that were given hormone blockers because of some trans conspiracy.
I corrected that the next day when the news was corrected.
Yeah, well, corrected, but it was in the study. You said it was a trans activist or some trans conspiracy.
No, I said it was a drug that was used for transgender kids, which is true. And I said that it had caused 6,000 deaths, which is true. But what I misspoke and what was misreported in the news is that all 6,000 were kids. And that obviously was not true. And I corrected it on my show the next day.
You can't dispel the rationality here. It's your responsibility.
Well, I think it's very rational to correct yourself when you make a mistake. And that's why I do it every time I can.
So asking where someone was born is now considered microaggression.
Qualifications aren't really the only thing you should consider when hiring someone.
If you're saying that the most qualified person is someone who is not a minority or not of a religion you believe in, then yes, that'd be a microaggression.
Saying God bless you after somebody sneezes.
Oh, that would be a microaggression because of different religions.
Yeah, it could be a microaggression to someone who doesn't believe in God.
I think that the harm there is relatively minimal.
Okay. So there's still some harm though.
What is up with college kids and interrupting conversations?
Some opinions that you'd like to voice?
No, that's
Yeah, well, we actually have a lady there who disagrees with me on probably nearly everything, but we're having a productive discussion. Why do you think you can't?
A productive discussion where you make all the questions and she has to unpack all the questions.
No.
Oh, really?
Would you like to ask me questions?
Really?
Yeah, would you like to ask me questions? You can sit down right after Maddie. Just don't...
Here's the question. Why are you a mouthpiece for the alt-right?
What's the alt?
Why are you a gateway point for alt-right politics?
How so?
Oh, how so? How so?
Dude, I listen to Steven all the time and I'm not right.
No, you're a Nazi, remember? Yeah, he's one of those notorious black Nazis. I don't understand the question. Let me ask this. You said you watched...
Who would have guessed that SJWs would be trying to shut down a conversation?
Right next to the giant, I don't know, wild boar I couldn't see who said there's no such thing as fat chicks! Guess what? If you think there aren't, you are one, okay? Did he just make a fat joke? Yeah, I did. And no, it's okay, because I got some here, so pass and a fat pass today. Wait,
wanted to come out here and tell a few jokes. We wanted to have a thoughtful discussion. We want an open conversation of ideas. You guys can't be grown adults enough to literally wait 10 minutes to the point where we open the floor. And unlike leftists, guess what? We don't try and ban you when your speakers come to school. We don't show up and protest and call them, oh, shut up, you just got owned and now you're trying.
And that brings us to the end of this hilarious SJW compilation. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy watching these crazy SJW moments. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.